guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Sevilla. Welcome. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe before you leave because you don't want to miss out on all the fun that we have here. Today I'm showing you this look. I'm not really sure what to call it, kind of full coverage, glam, going out, I'm not sure, but this is like my kind of like date night, going out clubbing kind of look, and I really wanted to kind of just showcase some new makeup that I've got. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this look, stay tuned.
Alright guys, so the first thing we are going to do is take this Lorac primer, and I'm going to prime my entire lid and also underneath my eye right on that waterline to make sure the eyeshadow stays all day. I'm going to take this color in Lace Teddy from my Too Faced Natural palette, and we're going to go ahead and use that as a transition color to warm up and start our crease. Our next crease color is this shade Nudie. It is a nice, very matte, deeper brown. And again, we're just going to go into the crease and also a little bit on the lid and start blending that in to make our crease nice and deep and warm. This part is super important. You want to make sure you spend a good amount of time with any brush and just go ahead and blend that in. And as you can see here, I take a Sigma brush that's clean and just go ahead and buff out any hard lines. Next, we're going to take this Chocolate Martini shade, and again, going in the crease and a little bit on the lid, we're going to keep darkening that color and darkening the crease and the lid for this. And this part is really essential. Make sure that you don't skip out on this. You want to spend a good amount of time really blending those colors together. That's going to give any eye look you do a really nice, very good payoff at the end. And my best tip here is if you have a nice, clean dome brush on hand, make sure to keep it next to you and use it throughout your eye because it is going to be important to blend out any harshness that you may have during the eye. Now to make this a more smoky look, I'm going to take this matte shade Stiletto. It is a very nice black, and with a shader brush, I'm going to put that all on my lid and then go ahead and blend it into those other brown mocha colors. And believe me when I tell you this, blending will be your best friend throughout this whole process. So again, make sure to keep a nice dome brush, a fluffy brush on hand so you can continue to blend throughout this whole process. Now to add a little pizzazz, I'm taking this beautiful Revlon. It's like a sparkly, glittery eyeliner, and I'm just going to pop that right where I would pop my liquid liner, like I said, just to give it kind of a nice pop of color. Now to prime our lashes before we put on some falsies, I am just going to use my favorite mascara, BOXYLUXE, and I'm going to do one coat on the top and then give my lower lashes a coat as well. And as always, I'm going to be using my Beauty by Sevilla lashes in the style Dorothy. And while those are getting the glue and getting ready, I'm going to take this Stila liner and I'm just going to go ahead and pop that right on my lower line. And moving along, we're going to take my e.l.f. eyeliner and just give us a very, very thin line of liquid liner as well. And now we're just going to go ahead and pop those lashes on. Make sure that you want to stay as close to your normal lash line as possible. And my best tip for these is to use tweezers. It will be the best way to get them on. And look how pretty they are. They are so my favorite. Now we're going to move on to the skin. I'm going to use this Naked Beauty Balm in Illuminating as my primer because it gives my skin such a nice glow. Now because I want my skin to be very, very dewy and illuminated, I'm going to use this Maybelline Illuminizer, and I'm going to go ahead and put those on the normal places I would illuminate, but I'm going to do it before I put my foundation on. This is a great trick, again, if you want really dewy, very glowy skin. Then with any clean brush, just go ahead and buff all that illuminator right into the skin and get ready for foundation. Now for foundation, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild one. It is like a Photoshop in a bottle, they say. I'm using the shade Nude Beige. Let me tell you, this stuff is amazing. If you are on a budget, I would definitely recommend going and trying this. It leaves my skin so dewy and I just love the coverage. And I'm just going to take, again, a clean kabuki brush and go ahead and buff that right into my skin. As always, even if it's your eyes or your face makeup, you want to spend a good time blending. This is going to give you a natural look, and it really is my best tip that I could give any person in this whole world. For concealer, what we're going to use today is Younique's Touch Concealer in the shade Organza. If you're looking for a full coverage concealer, this is absolutely amazing. I would definitely find a rep near you and purchase it ASAP. For contouring, we're going to use the Master Contour by Maybelline and just go ahead where we normally would and contour. I really like this stick and it's pretty affordable. As always, I can't talk. It is really affordable and it really blends nice and easy into the skin. So if you are a beginner learning to contour, I would absolutely recommend something in a cream form like this one. Once you get that placed, make sure you just go in with any sort of brush. I use this kind of dome brush, and in circular motions, go ahead and buff that right into the skin. Now going back in, I did forget to set my concealer, but as always, I am using the Maybelline's Pro one. I can't remember off the top of my head. Master, I think it is. My favorite. I've done so many videos with it, and I'm just going to go ahead and set all that concealer and let it bake for just a little while. For brows, we're going to use this totally old school quad from Smashbox in the shade Medium. I love it. It has been with me for many years and it just does such a good job. And I'm using this e.l.f. brush that I just recently got. It is awesome. It's really good for brows. But yeah, we're just going to go in with the wax in that medium shade and carve out our brows. Moving on to lips, I'm going to use this MAC pencil in the color Soar, I believe. And I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. And in this part, my camera did shut off. So what I did was I used a liquid lipstick by Stila in the shade Baki, one of my favorites. And we're going to move on here after we get all that powder off. We're going to go ahead in this Becca shade, this Becca blush powder shade. And we're going to go ahead and pop that right on our cheekbones. Staying with this same palette, I'm going to go ahead and use the highlight in it and just go put that right on my cheekbones. I'm also going to do it in the normal places like my nose, my forehead, lips, and chin. Also, as a finishing touch, I'm just going to pop that right on my brow bone. And to finish the whole look, we're going to take this Master FX spray by Maybelline and just set the whole look. And there you have it. Here is my go-to going out look. I hope you guys enjoyed it.